What if the anxiety you feel isn't just in your head, but a hidden cry from your gut? And what if the path to reclaiming your inner peace involved a journey through the food on your plate? For too long, many of us have lived with a constant internal hum of discomfort, a low-grade static that makes true calm feel impossible. You might be struggling with the unpredictable chaos of IBS, or perhaps a persistent nagging anxiety that seems to cling to you no matter what you try. It feels like a burden, a never-ending battle within your own body. But what if I told you there's a powerful, often misunderstood approach that can not only bring relief, but actually act as an energetic reset, helping you quiet that internal noise and truly understand your body's unique language? We're diving deep into the low FODMAP protocol, not just as a diet, but as a profound journey to discover which foods are silently stealing your energy and peace, and how to create a sacred space for your healing. Let's start by really understanding what the low FODMAP protocol is all about. Many people hear low FODMAP and immediately think restrictive diet for IBS. And yes, it was initially developed by researchers at Monash University to manage the challenging symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, that unpredictable mix of bloating, pain, diarrhea, and constipation that can turn daily life into a minefield. For millions of people, it's been a life changer in managing these gut issues. But today, I want us to look beyond just the plumbing. I want us to explore the low FODMAP protocol as something much bigger, an energetic reset. Think about that phrase for a moment, energetic reset. It's about more than just your digestive system working smoothly. It's about your overall energetic well-being, your vitality, your mental clarity, and your emotional calm. This protocol offers a unique lens through which to view your relationship with food, seeing it not just as fuel, but as a powerful tool for quieting the internal noise that can plague us, especially if you deal with chronic gut issues or anxiety. It's about reclaiming a sense of calm and control over your body and ultimately your life. The goal here isn't just symptom management. It's about rediscovering a baseline of peace you might not have realized was even possible. So, what exactly are these mysterious FODMAPs we're talking about? The acronym stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. Sounds like a mouthful, right? Essentially, they are specific types of carbohydrates, sugars, and fibers that are poorly absorbed in the small intestine for many people. Instead of being digested normally, they travel further down into the large intestine, where our gut bacteria have a feast. Now, on the surface, that might not sound so bad. Bacteria feasting? Isn't that part of a healthy gut? Yes, but not all feasts are created equal. When these specific FODMAPs are fermented by gut bacteria, they produce gas and draw water into the intestines. This leads to that familiar symphony of digestive distress: bloating, distension, abdominal pain, and altered bowel habits like diarrhea or constipation. For someone with a sensitive gut, like those with IBS, this reaction can be amplified and incredibly uncomfortable. But here's where it gets truly fascinating, and where the link to anxiety becomes undeniable. The impact of these fermentable carbohydrates extends far beyond just tummy troubles. When your gut is inflamed, distended, and generally unhappy, it doesn't just sit there quietly. It starts sending signals. Your gut is often called your second brain for a reason. It's intricately connected to your actual brain through a superhighway of nerves, most notably the vagus nerve. Think of the vagus nerve as a direct, two-way communication channel between your gut and your brain. When your gut is in distress due to FODMAPs, it activates this vagus nerve, sending urgent messages to your brain that can trigger physiological stress responses. And guess what these stress responses often mimic? You guessed it, anxiety. We might experience a racing heart, a sense of unease, heightened nervousness, or a feeling of being overwhelmed. And you might mistakenly attribute it solely to external stressors or an inherent anxious disposition. But sometimes that internal sense of dread or agitation is a direct biological consequence of what's happening in your digestive system. It's a gut-brain connection gone awry, where digestive turmoil translates into mental and emotional turmoil. Beyond the vagus nerve, constant inflammation in the gut also signals to the body that it's under attack, kicking off a systemic stress response that contributes to that overall anxious state. Plus, certain FODMAP-rich foods can cause rapid blood sugar fluctuations for some, adding another layer of anxious feelings as your body tries to stabilize. It's a vicious cycle that many never realize is fueled by their daily diet. This brings us to the very heart of the low FODMAP protocol's power as an energetic reset, the elimination phase. This isn't just a preliminary step, it's the cornerstone of this entire healing journey. During this phase, you systematically remove high FODMAP foods from your diet for a period, typically 2 to 6 weeks. The goal? To effectively quiet that internal digestive commotion. Imagine turning down the volume on a constant, irritating background noise you didn't even realize was there until it was gone. By removing these common triggers, you create a precious window for self-awareness. With the digestive distress quieted, that constant noise in your gut finally begins to fade. And when that noise dissipates, you can finally hear what your body has been trying to tell you all along. It's like clearing a muddy pond to reveal the crystal clear water underneath. This allows for a much clearer listening to your body's subtle signals. This newfound quietude leads to a heightened awareness of subtle yet profound shifts. You might notice changes in your energy levels, perhaps a sustained vitality you haven't felt in years, rather than those afternoon slumps. Your mood might become more stable, less prone to those inexplicable dips. And your mental clarity? Many people report a lifting of brain fog, a sharper focus, and an ability to think more clearly without that constant low-level distraction from their gut. This is where you truly start to feel what it's like to have your internal system running smoothly, rather than fighting a constant battle. This phase is more than just symptom relief. It's an exercise in profound self-awareness, a detective mission to identify what I call energetic leaks. These are the foods, even ones you once considered healthy or harmless, that for your unique body, drain your vitality and trigger those hidden stress responses. You start to pinpoint what truly nourishes you versus what quietly saps your strength. Is it that avocado toast that leaves you bloated and subtly on edge? Or the seemingly innocent apple that, an hour later, has your mind racing? By removing them and then carefully reintroducing them, you gain invaluable insight, mapping out your body's individual tolerances and sensitivities. This isn't about blaming food. It's about understanding your body's unique chemistry and honoring its needs. Now, this is where the biggest transformation often happens. For many, the idea of eliminating food sounds like a daunting restriction, a punishment even. And if you approach it with that mindset, it will feel exactly like that. A deprivation, a constant battle against cravings in social situations. But to truly succeed both in managing your symptoms and in achieving that energetic reset, we must make a crucial shift in perspective. You need to move away from viewing the low FODMAP protocol as a restrictive regimen, and instead see it as creating a sacred boundary for your healing space. This reframing is incredibly empowering. When you choose to eat a certain way, not because you can't have something, but because you choose to protect your peace, your energy, and your well-being, it changes everything. It's a conscious decision to create a healing space for your body and mind, a sanctuary where you thoughtfully curate the foods that truly nourish you. This perspective replaces feelings of deprivation with a proactive, intentional approach to self-care. It's about honoring your body's needs, not about feeling limited. Think of it this way. If you were creating a peaceful garden, you wouldn't just let any plant grow there, would you? You'd choose the ones that thrive, that contribute to the beauty and tranquility you desire. Similarly, with the low FODMAP approach, you are actively cultivating a sense of calm within yourself. You're building resilience by understanding your triggers and making informed choices. You're fostering a deep connection with your inner self, learning to trust your body's signals and respond with kindness and wisdom. This isn't about a life of no, it's about creating a life of yes to vitality, peace, and vibrant health. This shift in mindset empowers you to reclaim your energy, drastically improve your overall well-being, and cultivate a greater sense of peace and vitality that ripples through every aspect of your life. It's about creating a new normal, one where you feel more in tune, more resilient, and more truly yourself than you have in years. To learn more about how to navigate the reintroduction phase and build your personalized eating plan, check out this next video on the screen right here.